This video is brought to you by Wallace Designs, creators of epic experiences. Find out more at wallacedesigns.com.au.
No, this won't do at all. I'm definitely Scrooge post-supernatural triumvirate today. So, that's better. Oh, what about a bit of snow? Lovely, and top it off with a bit of crackly fire. That's it. Just get me hammered and surly and we have Christmas. Honestly, without irony, this is my favourite time of the year. There's hot booze, all of those coloured lights, hot booze, and a feeling that as a species, we're all right, especially if we can have some hot booze. Of course, when the drab portcullis of January slams shut and you realise you're looking down the barrel of 4 more months of this shit, and you walk down the street and the previously happy faces look like sinister monsters hell-bent on destroying you, you feel awful. But right now, Merry Christmas! And let's be frank, all of that gloom and cold and rain, well, that's future Ben's problem, and he's a bellend, so it's all fine. Now, there is a dilemma at this time of the year, though. What do you buy that person who loves games and wants you to leave some under the tree for them? And if that person happens to be you, it's all right, I won't tell anyone. Well, that's where I step in, because I'm an expert.
My name is
Ben.
Ich bin expert.
I have a YouTube channel to prove it. So, what follows is your indispensable guide on what to buy for your loved ones at Christmas. In this video, you'll find a heavy game, a 2-player game, a lighter strategic game, a portable card game, and a party game. All of these will make your loved ones grin from ear to ear and make them much less likely to bring up that time you pissed yourself around the Christmas table in front of your new partner. So, without further ado, I bring you 5G4D's Christmas Buying Guide. Of course, there is debate as to what is considered heavy in the board game world. And if you feel like commenting on this video that this game isn't even close to being heavy, well then please do. I love all of your comments equally. Seti is a brilliant, crunchy and yes, heavy Euro game where we're trying to determine if there is life outside of our own planet. We do this by sending out probes, and it's about time we gave those grey bastards a taste of their own medicine, enter orbit around distant planets and then land on them and use some juicy spectrometry, all to find traces of life that have no idea that this YouTube channel even exists. What is so gratifying about Seti is that all of the seemingly disparate systems in this game work so well together, resulting in a satisfying, cohesive experience. There is a real sense that this is a hard, expensive and hugely rewarding undertaking you're embarking on at the start of this one. Also, there is a real feeling of achievement when you finally discover alien life on that distant body and your score marker starts to rocket around the track. Seti might just be my favourite game from Essen 2024, and it's perfect for the heavy gamer in your life. Is it just 2 of you for Christmas? Or do you want a bit of much needed respite from your family? Well, if you buy a copy of Duel for Middle-earth, you'll find time to spend the best 30 minutes of Christmas Day. The Seven Wonders Duel system is a brilliantly robust game system, but there is nothing in the base game that suggested it would fit perfectly into Tolkien's creation. Play it though, and it feels beautifully integrated. The map of Middle-earth doesn't feel at all tacked on, and the hunt for the ring is gloriously wrought, both by the mechanisms and the components. What really sells Duel for Middle-earth for me though is how intuitive it is. This is a perfect Christmas Day game as it takes 5 minutes to teach and a half an hour to play, but in that half an hour you'll be rocked by the tension and invigorated by the flow. Also, something has to be said about the absolutely flawless art in this one. Vincent Dutrait has simply outdone himself here, and this will now be the images that float through my head when I'm reading the books. This game shows a real love for Tolkien and brilliant gameplay and should be under every Christmas tree this year. Don't watch this though.
Oh, Owlie's beard. Enough with the quail sauce. Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
Bloody hell. So, just to declare my interest, some of the output on this channel is sponsored by the publishers of Endeavour Deep Sea, Grand Gamers Guild. But there is no dissembling here. This game is on this list because it's so bloody good. This is a reworking of Endeavour Age of Sail into a more contemporary and less contentious theme, but it loses none of the tension and fun. We take on the roles of marine scientists discovering new areas of the sea, helping to conserve valuable species, and diving to find cool stuff. Every round you'll hire new people to help you and go exploring. Endeavour Deep Sea is a simple game that has a wonderful arc. There are 6 rounds in the game, and after the first round you wonder whether you'll be able to achieve anything. But as your team grows and you gain rewards and the game ramps up, soon you're comboing and doing all manner of cool underwater science. There are relatively few rules for a game this deep, and you'll emerge from a game of Endeavour Deep Sea highly satisfied with how you've spent the last 90 minutes. Also, this is a top quality production and has an insert that actually bloody works. I played this last week and had a wonderful time. This is a medium weight game that really works.
Yo, party people! Here's Editing Ben, and I'm here to tell you to go to the sponsor of this video's website, wallacedesigns.com.au. You can get fighting fantasy adventures, Zero to Hero, Steam Power Bloodstones, and the new upcoming Casus Belli. All of these games designed by the master, Martin Wallace, and you can find them by going to wallacedesigns.com.au. I'd like to thank them for sponsoring this video. Right, let's get back to it.
Games are a traditional part of Christmas celebrations, but you want your family and friends to come away feeling that the games are worth playing rather than a way to get through the endless Christmas afternoon. Also, you need a game that allows you to inflict some much needed punishment on that member of the family that frankly is starting to get on your tits. Pray Another Day is the perfect Christmas afternoon game. You have the same hand of cards, and next to you a reference card reminding you of the natural hierarchy of predation. Bears eat wolves, wolves eat lynxes, etc. You play a card face down and hope no one has played the same when the name of your animal is called. Then you get to hunt and expel one of those bastards around the table out of the game, and who survives the longest wins. Pray Another Day is a short game, a 10 to 15 minute game, but why it's perfect is that it's so Moorish. Play it once and you'll want to get revenge on the bastard who ate you, and this will go on until you realise you've played the game 10 times and you've been given permission to get into the trifle. Pray Another Day is so simple that it can be played by anyone in the family and has the kind of hilariously vicious competitiveness that playing with your relatives is all about. You will definitely make Christmas less tedious with this one. It's Christmas night. You're not quite ready to go to bed, and everyone has been indulging in adult refreshment, even the kids. Hey, don't look at me. It's your bloody Christmas. So you want to do something that's fun. Wavelength is one of the best party games that have been published in the last decade and is brilliant fun. You have a spectrum, say dictatorship to democracy. You have a scoring section on the wheel that denotes where on that spectrum your clue has to be. You'll give a clue, then your team will put the pointer thing where they think the points are. Wavelength is so good for a family occasion because it tests how well you know everyone else. It's not just the intrinsic value of the word, but the value that the clue giver thinks you would give the word. Get it right and you're best buds. Fuck up though and you've never really known your significant other. Party games should never be about the points, but the sheer joy at playing the game, and Wavelength doles out joy by the hundredweight. Also, you realise how psychotic the people you choose to have around you really are. Brilliant. Thank you for watching. You can like the video if you liked the video. You can sub to the channel. Down below you'll find a link to the best Discord in gaming and to my merch store where you can buy loads of cool stuff for Christmas. You can even help to make these videos by going to patreon.com/5G4D and back the show like these lovely people. Right, I'm off to buy some plastic shit that your friends will pretend to be happy about when they open up the present and then bin 3 days later. Ain't Christmas wonderful?